City Series cigars and Citrus 7s, black cement 3s, 4s, the hairs and bread 11s. No doubt that I'll be wearing some fire at any sighting. With these Doran Becker 5s, you can see me in any lighting. It's exciting, I'll be flexing to the coldest degree.
What's up, everybody? It's Sneakerhead M Checks. I got the Flight Club Jordan 4s releasing Saturday, January 17th. So as usual, we're going to take a close detailed look at the shoe from all angles. I'm going to put these on and step around them so y'all can see they look on feet. After that, I'm going to share my opinion on the shoe, and then I'm going to talk about the meaning behind the Flight Club 4s, release predictions, when to buy, and all that stuff. So let's get right to it. They got 4 additional lines of stitching along the toe here. The leather is like it is on the SB4s. Mostly white or sail right here with black eyelets. And then a Air Jordan Flight Club patch on the tongue. It's just the Jumpman on a black circle. And then you can see around here it says Air Jordan and then Flight Club. He's actually really similar looking to the military blacks when you look at them at certain angles, especially from the side here. The main difference is these have the white mesh here under the netting and the military blacks have the black. You know, and of course they don't have this extra stitching right here. And down on the toe, it's gray instead of black, as well as over here. But now I'm getting a little too specific. At a first glance, they do look a lot like military blacks from this angle. But leave me a comment, let me know if you like these or the military blacks better. I really been wondering what the purpose of this extra stitching was and if there was any meaning behind it, because it is rather distracting. I don't know if they were just doing something to, you know, not make them super similar to the military blacks, but I just feel like when a release like this, there would just be some like sort of hidden message or something, but I don't know. Like I was saying, the leather on these is like the leather on the SB4, so if you're familiar with those, you know it's that nice and soft, not too defective. You'll see a little wrinkle like this here and there on it, but it's pretty decent for the most part. It feels nice. My main complaint with it is that it is a little too flexible. So like, I know like with the SB4s, they're really easy to crease, especially in the toe box. So if you're not familiar with those, just know you'll have to wear them real carefully if you don't want to crease them. Nike Air here on the back. The black on black with the red trim is really cool. Might have looked even better if they would have made the Nike Air like shiny or something. I don't know though. But this might actually be the best part of the shoe. Red and black tongue, white interior, special insoles with the Air Jordan Flight Club logo again, and a collage of Michael Jordan pictures. Collage kind of reminds me of like what's on this box. They also come with an extra pair of yellow and pink laces. There's got to be something meaningful about this as well, because I mean, out of all colors to put with these, you know, a nice black, a nice red would have looked good. You know, red would have made the Jumpman pop up there. Black might have clashed a little with the eyelets, but definitely would have been a good contrast with this. I'm not sure why these are pink and yellow as opposed to, you know, maybe red and black, but if anybody knows the meaning behind these colors and why the Air Jordan Flight Club 4s would have it, please leave me a comment. Here are the outsoles, mostly black towards the back. Got a red Nike logo, a little bit of white right here, but not too much. We know people don't prefer those white outsoles that are gonna get dirty on the bottom, but also, you know, come up a little bit right here. That's the only part about these, but at least it's just that, and you know, not the front, not the back as well. Actually, that's a good amount of white, but people will get over it. Box of these is fire. Got a see-through Jumpman on the lid, previewing the special paper inside. Got an Air Jordan Flight Club logo on both sides of the lid. So the bottom part has the collage that was on the insoles all around on every side, even the bottom. And then the paper in here has the same. It actually seems a little bit like overkill on this because it's on the paper, it's on the box, it's on the insoles. Like, it's a lot, but I don't know, like, it just doesn't. I mean, number one, the insoles aren't with the box, but even with the paper here and the box, like, it don't look like too much. I guess because maybe it's a different shade, I don't know, but this is cool. And then under, we got white paper, and that's it. And here's the box label. Air Jordan 4 Retro OG FC. I'm sure FC stands for Flight Club. And the colorway is Sail, Black, and University Red. Here's a quick all-around view of the shoe. Alright, now see they look on feet.
See him on the app, cats acting like people they really isn't. They just post a lot of cap like niggas was selling fitteds. And hey, and I never did it, I ain't on that shit. Like a leash and dog collar might be on your bitch. We might get into a jam, have to take that hit. Might 6'9" with a baddie, but I ain't gon' snitch. Never that. You already know.
Now, let me start off by saying, I know a lot of people, myself included, when we hear Flight Club, we think of the store. And I just wanted to clarify that these 4s were not inspired by the store Flight Club, but by the Air Jordan Flight Club membership program from the late 80s and 90s. I don't know many details about the program, that was before my time, but basically it was a membership you had to sign up and pay for. It looks like the membership fee was $17, $15 for the membership, and $2 for shipping and handling per membership. I don't know if this is a one-time fee or not. Kind of seems like it, but it seems like a subscription kind of thing, so I don't know. But yeah, you pay your membership fee and it says you'll receive a letter from Michael Jordan, an official club membership card, a great poster of Michael Jordan, a limited edition Air Jordan Flight Club t-shirt, a picture of Michael Jordan, a subscription to the official club newsletter with updates on Michael, and opportunities to purchase limited edition Air Jordan Flight Club products. Okay, so it seems like you pay that one-time fee and you get all that stuff, and the only reoccurring thing is a newsletter. That makes sense. I don't know if you had to get an invite for this or something, or if anybody could sign up. I'm not sure what the capacity of the club was or how many members there were. I'm also not sure about how long this went on for, really, because like I said, this was before my time, but I do remember in 2006 when the Fire Red 5s, the black tongue pair, got their first retro. The men pairs of those came with a hang tag with this Air Jordan Flight Club logo. Now, the blacked out circle that we have on these was depicted as Planet Earth on the Fire Reds hang tag, and I don't know what made them change that, but you see everything else is the same. It says Air Jordan Flight Club around the perimeter, just like these. And I remember wondering what that was because, you know, I'd never heard of Air Jordan Flight Club. I hadn't even heard of Flight Club the store yet when the Fire Reds had released. So the hang tag completely flew over my head at first. I mean, I wore a GS size at the time, so I didn't get it. I wondered why we didn't get it, but like, and I didn't really care that much about it. Now that I know what it means and, you know, where it came from and everything, I'm still not really sure why they put that on those, because I can't think of any other pairs that have that hang tag, you know? So I don't know if it was something special about the Fire Reds that got them that. I never really looked into it. But yeah, if you look at this Air Jordan Flight Club application and welcome letter, that is what these 4s were inspired by. And I feel like that's going to be confusing to a lot of people because I just feel like more people are familiar with the store than they are, you know, about the Air Jordan Flight Club from the 80s and 90s. So many people are probably going to think they did them for the store, at least at first thought. Especially because the colors still align and everything too. Because Flight Club, the stores, logos and stuff have always been black and red as far as I can remember. Personally, I would have been more excited if they did a pair for Flight Club the store, because Flight Club the store played a very pivotal role in my sneaker obsession initially. To a lot of people who don't know any better, Flight Club is just a store that teamed up with GOAT to help them with authentication pretty much. But there's way more history behind the store. Flight Club's like the OG for real, like of sneaker consignment, I want to say. Like, they probably not the first to ever consign a pair of sneakers in the store. Like, I'm sure there's probably consignment stores that, you know, took in sneakers before that. But Flight Club was like the first store that operated completely off of consignment, that had a heavy collection of, you know, Jordans and SBs and Bapes and things of that sort. It was the first store to like have that type of selection, a heavy selection at that, and to operate completely on consignment. Like, Flight Club really is like the original. I used to go on their website like every day in school and just look at sneakers, which really helped me get familiar with release years, names, prices, you know, all that stuff. I'd save my money, get a ride, I'd take the bus and train over to the city to go to one of the stores and buy something. And Flight Club was so cool to me back then because we used to have all these non-retail buy, sell, trade boutiques and independent resellers like we have now. No apps, obviously, so there's no GOAT, no StockX. eBay was not what it is today for sneakers. They was not authenticating shit. Like, they were actually more known for people selling fakes on there than anything. If you really knew what you was buying, you could find some gems on there, but like, it's nothing like it is today. Like, you really had to go find a shoe if it was no longer in retail stores back then. It wasn't like now where if you don't get them from a retailer, you could just go on GOAT and cop them, or just go to your local buy, sell, trade sneaker boutique, or call your local reseller. Like, we didn't have all that. Even just finding somebody reselling the shoe in the size that you want would be a struggle sometimes. So Flight Club was really the place to get shoes that weren't available in retail stores no more. And they've been the way they are now, as far as like having regular releases to major heat to old releases. Like, they've been like that. And they pretty much set the market at that time too. So like, back then, if you wanted to go check the value of a shoe, Flight Club was kind of the only source to checking that. You also had Soul Collectors Marketplace and stuff, but I feel like even people's prices on there were based off of what we saw them going for at Flight Club. They were the only place that had almost every shoe. So to me, growing up, Flight Club was like sneaker heaven, especially especially for somebody really into Jordans. Over the years, stores like that have become more common and are actually normalized at this point. But back then, that shit was like Disneyland, like this magical place that had all the sneakers. And I bought quite a bit of pairs from there. They definitely helped me stay fly as a young. So I love Flight Club. So I would have loved Jordan making a pair of shoes for Flight Club the store, actually. Just because of my own personal nostalgic moments with them and how important they were when I first got into sneakers heavily. But I know this ain't about me, so like I said, the actual Air Jordan Flight Club being the theme behind these makes the most sense. Cool idea, and the colorway matches the card and stuff perfectly. Appearance-wise, they're okay, but nothing to get excited about in my opinion. It's a pretty boring shoe to be honest. I mean, the back tabs are fire, the leather feels nice, but other than that, they ain't really much to talk about. The extra stitching on the toe isn't doing them any justice either, if you ask me. I don't know what that's about. I mean, if you lace them up the right way and put them on with the right fit, they're gonna look clean though, but that's the case with almost any pair of 4s. And speaking of lacing up, this was a really interesting choice of extra laces. Like I was saying before, I'm not sure why they're pink and yellow, but there's gotta be a good reason, I hope, because that's just mad random. I think a black mesh under the netting here would have been better for them, but that would have made these look even more similar to the military blacks, and they're already similar enough. But as much as they look alike, I like the military blacks colorway a lot better. These have a much better shape though, and better leather quality too. I would love to show y'all here in hand, but unfortunately...
Any releases or anything you couldn't get your hands on that's still sticking in mind? Like, I need those.
There's
like,
a couple,
that's a
but
good
it's
question.
like nothing. Like, there's a few that's like I'm not really too. I don't really care that much about. Like just off the top of my head, like military black 4s. They the military blue 4s.
I know. I know what you're
So
talking
the
about.
military blacks is just like a black version of those.
Of that, so most white, but they had a little black hair.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
The crazy
like
thing
that.
about those is I had entered. Those came out I think last year.
Yeah,
And-
okay, yeah. I'm like, those
so
pretty
this, and
recent.
this is why like I was just saying it's not even a big deal to me, but it still pissed me off. So I entered the Foot Locker raffle. I entered my head starts to kind of give me extra points. I got a lot of FLX points, so I normally win the raffles. And the thing is I'm in LA on the day of the release, so I'm thinking I'm on some shit because basically you got to reserve it at a store. So I have it reserved for the for like Garden State and da 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 da.
Oh,
so I'm at the airport like, oh shit, I'm about to be in LA. Let me switch to matter of fact, it wasn't even at the airport. I waited till I got there, so I used the current location. I got to the telly and I'm like, oh yeah, now we got to switch the store. So I did it to the three closest stores. I'm like, nah, I'm good. So I'm all on that, but not thinking about the 3-hour difference. Now the raffle over here, they choose the winners at like 5 o'clock, and you gotta claim it in like in a certain time frame. So I'm used to around 5 o'clock checking my phone for the raffle. So so it's around like what I'm saying. I go to check my phone and it was like, oh, you won, but you ain't reserving time, and I'm like, I was on my story like, yo, I'm not So that just blew my shit, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get them. But the thing about 4s is like, and I knew this was gonna happen. 4s just like when they come out, like the price on them just goes up. You gotta grab them as soon as you do.
Nah, facts.
And at the time, like when right out the back, they was like around 300 resale, and I just didn't want to pay $100 over a retail for just a regular shoe. I'm just like, I'll get them when I get them.
Yeah.
I'll trade them for some shit that I got, or I'll get them on a restock, or somebody will give me them to give them to me for a good deal, whatever. And since then that hasn't happened, and they've gone up. They like $450.
Wow.
So now it's just like I see myself like, man, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my guys Kamal and Ez from the Free Gems podcast. But yeah, I never ended up getting my personal pair of those, and ever since the White Thunders came out, I kind of feel like I don't really need the military blacks anyway. So yeah, leave me a comment and let me know how you feel about these and if you plan on copping or not. I'm good on them, like I said, but let me know how y'all feel. I think these should be easy to get on release day. I don't feel like there's that much demand for them. And looking at prices on the apps right now, you won't have to worry about competing with resellers or anything like that. I think a lot of people are more concerned with the Flint 9s dropping next Saturday. And yes, I'll be doing a review on these next. So yeah, if you want these, they should be easy to get. You'll probably be able to walk into a store and get them for the most part. It's a light month for releases, and these are pretty much an all white and black shoe. So they may not sit around too long, but no one should have to pay over retail for these. If this was helpful in any way or taught you anything, I really appreciate if you liked the video. And if you're interested in more reviews like this or any other sneaker related content, please do us both a favor and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Once you're subscribed, make sure you tap that little bell icon where the subscribe button was and select all. That way when I put a new video out, you get notified, you won't miss out on anything. Thank you all for watching. Everybody please stay safe and healthy out there, and I'll see you next time.